is on fire. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker, burn. Hello, my name is Jimmy Pop and I'm a dumb white guy. I'm not old or new, but middle school, 5th grade, like junior high. I don't know, mofo, y'all peeps be fucking giving props to my hoe, cause she fly, but I can take the heat, cause I'm the other white meat, known as Kid Funky Fried. Yeah, I'm hung like planet Pluto, hard to see with a naked eye, but if I crashed into Uranus, I would stick it where the sun don't shine, cause I'm kind of like Han Solo, always stroking my own wolfie. I'm the root of all that's evil, yeah, but you can call me Cookie. The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker, burn. Yo, this hardcore ghetto gangster image takes a lot of practice. I'm not black like Barry White, no, I am white like Frank Black is. So if man is 5 and the devil is 6, then that must make it 7. This hockey's gone to heaven, but if I go to hell, well then I hope I burn well. I'll spend my days with JFK, Marvin Gaye, Martha Ray, and Lawrence Welkin, Kurt Cobain, Kojak, Mark Twain, and Jimi Hendrix, Poltergeist, and Webster, yeah, Emmanuel Lewis Crosby's the Antichrist. The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker, burn. Everybody, here we go. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Come on, party people. Make it like you don't care. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Come on, party people. Make it like you don't care. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Come on, party people. Make it like you don't care. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Come on, party people. Make it like you don't care. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Come on, party people. Make it like you don't care. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Come on, party people. Make it like you don't care. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Come on, party people. Make it like you don't care. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Come on, party people. Make it like you don't care. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Come on, party people. Make it like you don't care. my life like there's no tomorrow. All I've got, I had to steal. It's not on me to beg or borrow. Yes, I'm living at a place that you. Yeah. Running with the I found the simple life, it's so simple. When I jumped out on that road, I got no love you call real. Ain't got nobody waiting at home. Running with the devil. I won't tell you one time. Running with the devil. You know, I found the simple life was so simple. No, when I jumped out on that road, got no love you call real. Got nobody waiting home. Running with the devil. I'm running with the devil. One more time. Running with the devil. Running with the devil. Bloodhound Gang, Van Haven. Why not? What's going on? All right. Got a lot to ship out today. What's going on, everybody? We got Connie and Don and postcards and more. What is going on out there? Decent, average kind of day that I usually want to have this time of year for Wednesdays, like right at $300. Totally acceptable. Ain't no recession in my store. I do have a quick little fun, we'll call it story time. So I had a customer message me about a postcard. Let's see if I can find this here. I'll show you the postcard. This postcard. Oh, by the way, Don, that was not looped even. That was just the song. That is a like 64 measure refrain in that song. So yeah, this is the postcard. It's just a Azo real photo of this woman standing next to a pole. I listed it for $7. Get a message on it, and the message, I'll read it for you.
was as follows. Hi. What's the story with this postcard? That's it. So, you've seen the postcard. It is exactly as it says. I was feeling a little frisky. So here's what I wrote back. You know what I should do is I should find some like sad music. That'll work. Life was hard for Helen, but the mean streets of Chicago were hard for everyone. There's something about the icy winds that feel like they're sucking the happiness right out of your soul. But Helen was not like everybody else. She was the kind of girl... It was not like everybody else. She had the kind of grit you might see from a steer wrangler out west. Make no mistake, she was no cowboy. She had the city pumping through her blood and was quick to go heels with any dirt kicker who put her city down. And although it wasn't what you might always expect, she was even quicker with a smile. Helen's smile gave her choice of suitors. And there were many suitors. Yet somehow, with so much possibility and potential, love had escaped Helen. Or perhaps more fittingly, she herself had escaped love. That is, of course, until she met Ricky. So, they bought the postcard. Sometimes, I guess any story will do is the moral of the story. People just want a story. Which, I mean, honestly, that's not even a story. That's just the beginning of a story. And to be fair, they didn't ask me for a true story. Although, I challenge anyone to prove me wrong. I mean, I don't think you have to write one for every postcard, but I think it would be fun. I mean, to do that in listings, I sometimes do that a little bit with my like titles. I'll kind of create a mini backstory. I definitely do it for my cats. So, and to be fair, I was a creative writing major in college. So now I'm a reseller, obviously. I was a waiter, now a reseller. That's how you do that math. I was particularly proud of the turn of phrase on the, make no mistake, she was no cowboy, but she was quick to go heel. That was pretty good. I was proud of that one. It's the little things. And sometimes the little things are pretty little. Nice. There you go. I like it. You're already halfway there. I think that just all Niagara Falls cards from now on, we just title with, this is where Pam and Jim got married. Writing back. Yes, I have a writing background. I wrote for advertising. I've written for, let's see here. Mostly like short story stuff, some like local zines. I've done some newspaper writing and mostly like humor writing. Definitely crafted a good crafter of some pointed emails when needed. My official major was short story and expository writing, essentially argumentative writing, sort of like debate club on paper. Those were the two tracks I took within the major. So I was a creative writing and contemporary American literature. So pretty much anything from Mark Twain up. Although I do have a place in my heart for Chaucer. And some of the weird old English stuff. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, Beowulf. The stuff where you can barely recognize the words because the English is so old that it's like lots of like AE words and like if you can speak with like a really heavy Scottish accent, you can almost read the words out loud. Give that guy a stamp just in case. Oops. Label it. Hi, Buster. Hey, that wasn't cool. Don't bite my arm. The guy at the post office the other day tried to tell me that these envelopes are the EcoSwift are non-machinable. I'm like, they actually fit the specifications on the USPS website for machinable. They're under thickness, they're under rigidity, they're designed to be machinable. He's like, I've been here for 30 years. I know what I'm talking about. I'm like, all right, well, I would think the people putting the information on the USPS website also know what they're talking about. All right, well, let me catch up on that. So, not sure. The prologue to the Canterbury Tales. Yeah, the in Middle English. Yeah. Canterbury Tales. And then do you have to write about appetites? Because that's basically what it's all about. What are you looking at, Buster? What do you see? Ah! What's he looking at? He sees something that I don't see. Yeah, I didn't have anyone who did that, but I learned paragraph structure pretty early, and I learned structure of expository writing and all that kind of stuff. That I was basically, when I was in college, at one point I was basically charging to edit people's papers. And and basically 90% of what it was showing them how to eliminate passive voice. And like pretty much that is the number one secret to getting good grades on papers at the college level. Eliminate passive voice. That's it. That's the only thing. Has, was, were, is, like action words. Put in action words, eliminate passive voice. 99% of getting better grades on any paper in college. If you can force yourself to get your passive voice out and structure your sentences where they're you're making better declarative statements and better arguments that way. That's really all it takes. Perfect. yeah, that's like the perfect example of like 95% of the openings of most term papers or whatever papers. Warren and Karen Henderson, how are you? We're talking about creative writing and the use of passive voice, or abuse of passive voice. All right, sold a Johnny Lightning show rods. This came from a bin that I purchased recently down in Elma. They sold me a whole bin for $150. This is one of the like non Hot Wheels. There's a bunch of random Johnny Lightning stuff in there, so this is in there. $660. So not humongous money, but not bad. We're just going to do this. I mean, the only thing you have to know is you don't even have to remember everything. Like, and nowadays there's like grammar checkers and like it's so much easier to remember. And you don't even have to, like, here's all you need. There's stuff like this on the internet. Will be, was, being, has been, had been, will be, is going, or sorry, to be. It's basically anything of the verb form to be, right? So should be, should have, is. So you don't have to remember it. You just have to make sure it's not, the words you're using isn't on one of those words. But in like casual writing, it doesn't fucking matter. Although if you want to be a more effective writer, even in email or not Elna, ELMA, Elma, Washington. Close though. It's over down towards Olympia, Shelton area. I sold a action figure of old Donald Glover for $4.95. Just go right there. Yep, Elma. What were you doing out in Elma? There's some good, there's good like estate sales, garage sales kind of stuff in that area that I really like going out because it's a little more out of the way. You have less competition and you find a lot of good like farmhouse stuff. This is a word cloud. My ex, the person who I ship for, it's a word cloud for the song Ass and Titties. That is the word cloud for Ass and Titties. No. Not even close. Sold this here Coca-Cola refrigerator magnet. It was in the stock that was not listed. It actually sold the first time like 2-3 years ago, but I couldn't find it. So it sold again for $6.95 plus shipping. Wow. Nice. Plastic drink lid. So Buster's having a morning where he wants to look in all the cabinets. He's now he's in the cabinet underneath the shipping unit. Why? Because he's a weird dude. All right, he's done in that cabinet. So I'm going to need that. Oops. 4 squares. All right. Yes. So we need this there. Oops. There. Brochure for Kennebunk's Maine, 1940s. Took an offer, $18. I was talking yesterday that I had those 2 orders that were both about to auto cancel, and they both paid like the last second. So oh, Buster last night, right? Man, he was a little monster like all day yesterday. So I can't really. I just, have to try to power through it. And I mean, anytime, like I would be anytime I'm taking pictures for eBay, and like that the light is on, or I'm like, I've got my focus on something else, he is like right there every time. Because he's a cat, and that's what cat's got a cat. Sold this. I bought this at a thrift store for $1. It sat in my death pile for, I want to say, 3 years, 2 years, somewhere in there. But it's cool. It's like a wood burning but carved wood relief thing. I really like it because it's like you're peeking through the alleyway. And this is I think it's Nice, France, but I'm not sure. But it's cool. It's well done. I like it. $11. How much did I charge for shipping? First class. Okay. Oh, undercharged. So that's fine. For some reason, this got postcard shipping on it. That's weird. Sold for $36 plus way not enough shipping, but that's okay. Still a good profit. It's only been listed for April, so my goal was to hit 30,000 on the year, 30,000 active listings. It could happen. My problem is that I kind of hit what Daily Refinement might call the like reseller nirvana, in that when I hit 20K, if I'm not listing only postcards, I sell not very much more than, or I list not very much more than what sells, unless I'm just doing massive, 100 listing days consistently. I don't think I'm exactly at reseller nirvana, but I think I'm not too far from it. Sold a Reckitt, Duke Ellington, Moonglow, and Solitude. The end of this here shrink wrap. right. Newspaper is from May 12th, 1996. I suspect it will fill the void just as good as something printed yesterday. I'm gonna go pick up more boxes this weekend. Definitely not gonna get crushed. May not be the prettiest box I've ever shipped in, but we'll get the job done. You know, I honestly don't know. Maybe. That might be it, but yeah, 20, I mean, it It's when did I hit 20K? Like 3 months ago. I'm at 20,005. It's and the it almost seemed like the second I hit 20,000, you see like this jump. The same way, like when you hit 10,000, all of a sudden you see a little jump then. So 6,000 was the first one I saw. There was definitely a bump at 6. I had a couple of orders come in here, but I got to get out whatnot before I jump into those. There was something that sold in the old store. Which is this. It's a antique hand warmer. And what you would do is you would fill this with water and put it in your muff or your whatever, and keep your hands warm. And I know someone's going to crack the joke. Put it in your muff. I know it's going to happen. It's already probably happened. I haven't looked yet. It's going to happen. Why is this going in a medium flat rate box? Seems a little weird. How much do they pay for shipping? Way too much money. Well, it's not going to go in a flat rate. I mean, I might as well just put that in a flat rate envelope. I actually don't even need to do that. It's staying here, so I'm just going to do it. I never use these things. Yeah, the way I do it, so here's basically I run sale on old inventory. My sales are, and it's basically what I am currently defining as old inventory is anything December 2020 and before. So my sales run Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sale ends Wednesday. I'll do an end and relist after on Thursday morning of roughly uh, 2,000 to 3,000 listings, somewhere in there. So I basically do an end and relist about 10 times on Thursday morning. Once I'm done doing that, I start another sale that runs through Friday night. Saturday morning, I do another relist of roughly 2,000 to 3,000 listings. Sale runs Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday night, and then Monday morning, I do another 2,000 to 3,000 end and relist, and then start the sale that runs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday again. So over the course of the week, I do between 5,000 and 10,000. I basically just try to stay slightly ahead of the 30-day renewal. All right, let me go grab my whatnot orders. Very happy we did not crash and burn a second Thursday in a row. I feel like my inkling was correct, that I was just too early in the day, moving it to 5 and everything was normal. So okay. 5-minute 2, 3-minute 3. And 1-minute 1. 2, 5, 5. Yes, Kelly. I mean, I don't know if you came in late, but yeah, I sell records, toys, random stuff. I mean, today what went out? Hot Wheel, Star Wars action figure, postcards, vintage travel brochure, a wood carving wall hanging piece of art, 78 RPM record, a couple of laser discs, a refrigerator magnet. So a little bit of everything. I mean, my store is a little over, like I said, little over 20,000 listings. About 2/3 are postcards. All right, 1-minute 15, 1-minute 11. Minute 5 and free candy corn. know if I put 3 minute 9. It's obviously 3 minute 5, unless I have a 3 minute 9 here. Nope. Which free candy was it? I gotta go get candy day. Can't forget that. 15:11, 3 minute 5, free candy 1. One minute 13, 1 minute 8, 1 minute 7. Minute 5, 1 minute. 383. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. 26. I mean, that's about as perfect as I could hope for. You see if you can see it. Look at that. It's a perfect right angle. It's one of those just satisfying. It's like those internet videos where it's like the peg that slides perfectly into the round peg slide perfectly into the round hole. But it's just a compilation of those kind of videos. Very satisfying. So let's see if we can.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
You ever see these videos?
I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy.
I don't necessarily find these relaxing. This actually stresses me out a little bit.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
But I get it.
News talking this and that. Well, give me all you got, don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because
Anyways, you get the idea. I'd like to be around half and half, but I don't think that's ever going to happen because postcards are just too easy to list, right? Like, but I think that the more diverse your inventory, the better insulated you are against weird market trends. And I think the best, the best mix is a mix of long tail and quick flip items. Right? So and although they often sell quickly, 36 ounces. It's gonna be although they often sell quickly, I consider postcards as a category as long tail, right? Comparatively to something, like, video games, which can be long tail, but I think as a category overall, they're much faster turns. Okay, 1 minute 14, 1 minute 10. Five minute 3, 3 minute 4. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Yeah, I try not, I feel like even ephemera. That's just what I said. Yeah, even ephemera is not really diversifying quite enough for me. That's just me, though. For me, also, like, part of it has to do with just keeping my brain happy. You're back. And what I mean by keeping my brain happy, if I don't switch around stuff, I burn out. So, to avoid burnout, if I feel like I'm super bored with something, I just switch it up. So, if I start feeling like my motivation drop, I'll try to figure out what feels interesting and then change it. And sometimes that might mean like a whole new category. For me personally, I'm a firm believer in, I don't recommend this for everybody, but getting myself into trouble in a category that I know little or nothing about. And when I say getting myself into trouble, meaning like making a, number of buys or a big buy or getting a whole bunch of inventory in one way or another within a category that I'm not familiar with. And then figuring out how I'm going to make money here. And, it hasn't bit me in the ass too hard. I mean, I've definitely had experiences where I end up spending a lot of time for not very much money, but you also pay for your education. So, I think that as long as you're keeping that in mind and understanding that you're paying for your education, sometimes those times when you skirt the bottom in terms of profit, it can be a lot more valuable to you long term because you've learned what you should have gotten or what you should look out for. Because anytime you get stuff that you turn out to be not a great buy, you should also be looking at, hey, how could this have been a great buy, right? So I always try to pay attention to that as well. Like, this is obviously what I have is the bottom of this category. What would the top have been? And then I know for next time. I feel like it can be hard to lose money reselling. Like, if you have to be willing to grind out your profit. You lose money if you're unwilling to grind out your profit. One minute 3, 1 minute 2. The truth is, there's a lot of reselling channels that thrive on being unwilling to grind out your profit. Some of the really big channels, as a matter of fact, most of the big channels. And I think, like, one of the things that one of the problems I have with the whole idea of BOLOS, right, is that a BOLO for one person isn't necessarily going to be a BOLO for everyone. And there's a reason why, right? If somebody says, oh, I would totally buy this thing, it's a total BOLO, right? They always sell really well for me. Well, what they don't show you is how they list it. What they've figured out how to best market an item. as well as just the sourcing part side of it. So great, it's a bolo. They tell a bunch of people to go buy this thing, and you know, a bunch of people buy it. It doesn't sell well, and they're like, I thought this was a bolo. But they didn't get that other piece of the education of how to market it or sell it. Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, my first sort of business venture when I was a kid was selling sports cards at shows. But I could tell you right now, I don't know that market for beans now. Not for beans. Oh, I already did it once. I feel like the moment's gone now. Next time. Cameron, you can go back and rewatch. It's at the beginning of the show. There you go. It won't be as good the second time. Minute 2 and 3-minute 1. Yeah, I do. I sometimes do too. All right, and one more. This one's Connie's. Connie gets a box. Even though it's just 2 lots. Actually, she paid for 22 ounces. It's coming in at 14. But since Whatnot doesn't refund for shipping, nor do they give me any benefit for shipping, I'm going to actually ship this at 17 ounces, so it goes priority and not first class to Pennsylvania. Which I think I'm going to start doing from now on, is if the estimate is over 16 ounces and it comes in under 16 ounces, I'm going to go at 17, so it ships priority instead of first class. And in theory, Whatnot will eventually get a refund. Because it's still going underweight. Right? Makes sense. But I get the benefit of priority insured shipping. And so does the customer. And they paid for it, so might as well. All right, J9 and J1. What am I looking for here? Volcano House, Hawaiian Islands. Ooh, right there. And that island, Coconut Bay, J1. And then I've got to go grab Table Mountain, Bellingham, H3. Okay, be right back. Nice, Cameron. Yeah. I will say that like from August of 2020 until I was at 6,600 in August of 2020. I hit 10,000 listings 2 days before New Year's. And that was because I was freaking locked inside and doing nothing but listing. No sourcing, no anything. All I was doing was I had 2 years of buying postcards but not listing any. So I just basically sat and listed. And that is probably the biggest growth of my store. And last year, I mean, last year was a big listing year for sure. And I've listed a lot this year. This was the last 2 months have been my slowest listing months for a variety of reasons. But, you know, one of them being like garage sales are back on this year, which I hardly did any garage sales last year. Which one is this? Ah. Okay. That one goes on this one, right? Huber Volcano House, this one. But it's also summer, right? So I'm trying to actually enjoy myself as well. So have a little bit more of like a work-life balance, which pretty much didn't exist back in August 2020. All right, I think that's everything. It is everything. All right, everybody. Well, I'm back on the old whatnot this evening, 5 o'clock. Going to do photography, postcards again, and some ephemera, a whole bunch of odds and ends. We'll see. I got a lot of stuff right now, so hopefully we see you there, 5 o'clock Pacific time, and then assuming some things sell, we'll be back shipping in the morning. So hope you all have a great day. Until tonight or tomorrow, peace out. Catch you on the flip flop. Bye bye.